Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. Today I'd like to talk about my TBR for the month of March. There are many wonderful events taking place this month, and I'm going to try to participate in several of them to the degree that I can. So I'd like to just show the books that I've picked out that will fulfill some of the requirements for some of these various challenges, readathons, and events. So I'm going to be continuing to read nonfiction for round one of the BookTube prize. I am on the last of my 6 books for round one, and I'll talk about those books after the judging process is complete. So I'm going to be continuing to work on that. I've also become involved in Classics and Company, their read along. This month they're reading Middlemarch, and I'm well into my I think it's my 3rd reread of this novel, and I'm about halfway through this time around, and I'm really looking forward to our upcoming discussions that are being led by the wonderful Kim of Middle of the Book March. I am also, as I think I said in another video, I'm counting Middlemarch as my Mammoth book for the March of the Mammoths. This edition, with the introduction, comes to 845 pages, so I think it will meet that requirement as well. I'm going to continue working on my reading of 24 banned books in 2024. This is a challenge that was created by the delightful MJ at Reading This Life. I have several books that I'd like to read this month. I'm not sure if I will get through all of them, but if not all in March, then I will move some into April. One book that I would like to read for this challenge, or reread, is The Color Purple by Alice Walker, currently being challenged. This is my original edition that I bought in 1982 when the book first came out. This is the edition that I used to teach from. We taught this book in senior English in several different courses in the school where I used to teach. So I'm going to give that a reread, and I'll do a video about that. The other banned books are books that have been written more recently. I'm planning to read Dear Martin by Nick Stone. This was a book that I didn't teach, but my colleague taught in a social justice class. This is currently being challenged. I'd also like to read Jason Reynolds and Brendan Kiely's All American Boys, which is being challenged right now. I'm going to reread a graphic novel, American Born Chinese, which also appears on several school districts' lists of banned books. And this is an award-winning graphic novel. I have to do some research on why this is who's calling that into question and why. And I also have started, and I would like to keep reading the Heartstopper series. I own the first 3 volumes in the series, which I think might be up to volume 5 now. But this is a graphic novel series that is currently being either challenged or outright banned in several school districts. So that's my plan for March for the banned book challenge. Then there's March Mystery Madness, which is just just a wonderful event that has actually 9 prompts connected to it. I have selected books for each of the prompts, some of which I already had, a few that I purchased. I don't know if it's realistic to think that I will get through all of that I just showed you and this list of books as well, but I would like to show you what I came up with for the 9 prompts. So the theme is To the Nines, because this, I understand, is the 9th year of the event. So I have a stack of books. It's more than 9 books, actually, because for some I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do yet, and I had the books already. So I have several books for some of the prompts, and I'll decide what makes the most sense at the time, you know, when they come up. But the first prompt is dressed to the nines, and the prompt is to read a book with characters with formal wear on the cover. So I had this book from the British Library Crime Classics, A Scream in Soho by John G. Brandon. And there certainly are lots of people in formal wear on the cover there. This looks like a really good read. The second prompt is 999, which is the number to call for an emergency in Great Britain. So the prompt there is just to read a British mystery. I think many of mine are British, so I may, be meeting that requirement several times over. But I did have another book in the British Library Crime Classics series, Murder in the Museum by John Rowland. So that's my hope for that prompt. The third one is 9 Lives, and the prompt was just to find a book with a cat on the cover. So I found a cozy mystery by Leighann Dobbs called Ghostly Paws, and there's a little ghost cat on the cover. So this one just looked fun. So I'm looking forward to that one. The next prompt is 911. So the prompt there is to read a book with an American mystery with a first responder in the story. So for that, I have Jen J. Danna's Exit Strategy, which is an NYPD negotiators novel. This is part of the first book in a series about a family of cops. It actually sounds a lot like Blue Bloods. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but that's what I picked for that. Then the fifth prompt was to pick a book for Janelle. This entire event this year is dedicated to her memory. She passed away this past year, and we're being asked to pick a book that reminds us of her or that was something that she would have liked. I sadly didn't get a chance to know Janelle or her channel when she was living, but I have been looking at her channel since I found out about this event and these prompts. So I've been watching some of her videos, and I understand that she was a big Agatha Christie fan. So for her, I am going to read Murder on the Orient Express, certainly an Agatha Christie classic. And I had that one on my shelf already. Okay, the next prompt is called 9 Patch. And we're supposed to pick a book with a quilt on the cover. This I had to go looking for something, but I found I think this is a cozy mystery, and it's called Quilt or Innocence by Elizabeth Craig. That looks fun. And beautiful quilts, lots of quilts on the cover. So that looks good. That looks great. Then the next prompt is a book with 9 in the title or on the cover. So for that, I picked a Stephanie Plum novel by Janet Ivanovich, To the Nines, and that happens to be the name of this whole event, To the Nines. So I thought that would be appropriate, and she's lots of fun. The next prompt is read the 9th book in a series. And so for this, I picked The Lockup by John Banville. This is his newest novel in the Cork series. I've read a lot of these, but I am definitely skipping ahead to get to number 9. But this seemed like it would definitely fit the bill. And John Banville is also an Irish writer, and this novel takes place in Dublin. So I thought that by reading this, which I got from my local library, I would also be meeting a requirement for participating in the Irish Readathon. I have some other Irish authors that I want to read as well that are on my shelves, so I'll probably be adding those as we go along. And then the last prompt in the murder mystery event is number 9 is a book with any other 9. It can be 9 chapters, 9 in the page numbers, 9 in the title. So I wasn't really sure for this one. So I have 2, and I'm not sure where I'll go. With this one, I have the Malice Domestic series. This is the 9th volume in that series, and there's a 9 on the cover. And this is an anthology of mystery short stories, and I thought I think I have this whole series, and I thought that this might be a nice change of pace. And I also have for that last prompt the 39 Steps by John Buchan. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not really sure. But this also looked like a good read, and this is a short one, so maybe something that I actually could knock off easily. But this is kind of a classic mystery spy thriller, so I thought that might fit the bill as well. So I'll make that decision when I get there. So this is a very ambitious list. We'll see how it goes, but I'm really excited because they all look wonderful, and I can't wait to get started. So that's my very optimistic, very ambitious TBR for the month of March. As always, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.